All right, well, we're back again. Spokester Search 2.0. Our first interview of the day, we've got Samantha here with us. Samantha, hi, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you excited to be here?
I'm so excited, it's not even funny.
Is this everything you expected? I mean, they got a lot of stuff going on.
I was actually expecting more of like interactive teamwork building exercises where you're playing with balls and running through hoops and things like that.
I do like playing with balls, running through hoops and stuff like that. Maybe next year we can integrate some of that. Like, I like that team play idea into the Spokester Search. But this part is like an interview process. We're just getting to know one another. So I got some questions for you. Samantha, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
Well, I was born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I was originally going to school for architecture and elementary education, then art, and then I was taken to California and I got to experience organic vegetable farming and the culture out there, and then I came back here, which is basically short background of my life.
I don't think that the terrain right now is good for organic farming here in Fort Wayne.
I would beg to differ.
Tell me about it.
You can farm and garden quite literally anywhere you want to at any time. It's just a matter of giving the plants what they need. And so here you're going to have to work with this clay and the sand to get the soil right. But as long as you mix in like organic compost and organic soil, you don't need other fertilizers or weed killers or things like that. So you can garden anywhere, anytime.
I can't even get my grass to grow green right now, so that's pretty impressive, Samantha. All right, well, tell me about yourself. Tell me, what movies do you like?
Well, I like documentary type films a lot, and like Forks Over Knives, which is about bringing your diet to a more vegetable-based diet. And then I like all the Disney movies and Pixar movies. I'm a very kid movie guru. Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, all those fun things.
Excellent, excellent. So what's your favorite kid movie? What's your favorite, like, Disney movie? That's a tough one for me, by the way, so if you have, like, a few, that's okay.
Well, one is definitely Cinderella, because I've got the hair, I've got two stepsisters, a stepmom. She's not evil, but she's awesome. And so that one, and Aladdin and Pocahontas.
Oh, Aladdin's one of my top ones, too. Good choice. I like that. All right, well, Samantha, what characteristics about you make you the perfect fit for the spokester position?
Well, I'm very much geared towards the community right now. That is quite literally why I came back to Fort Wayne, was to revamp the community, let people know that they don't have to leave Indiana, that like the My City song, there's more than just corn in Indiana. Well, there is. There's good people, there's good times. That's what I'm here to bring to this job. I love interacting with people. I mean, I went across the country and met hundreds of people in every state and now have friends across this country. So this is what I want to do. I want to get in touch. I want to meet people. I want to help people in any way I can. So.
Excellent, excellent. What financial mistakes have you seen people in that, that Generation Y demographic make?
Generation Y. Well, we make a lot of mistakes, I think, when it comes to our free activities, the things we spend our extra time in, because we go out with our friends to music shows not realizing there's local things here that cost $5 versus $35 ticket. We don't think about carpooling or making food at home. We're very stuck on going out and eating because we feel we don't have enough time, but we do. And so if we could just switch back to being a little more personal in our lives, I think we'd be a lot more financially stable.
Excellent. So, Samantha, who did you look up to that helped you on your career path and helped you shape your career choice?
First person that comes to mind was my best friend, Zena. She very much brought me onto this path, so.
Excellent. Sounds like you have a special story with her.
Yeah.
Okay. You can talk about it or you don't have to.
If you're interested.
I'm interested in knowing you. Whatever you want to talk about. It's totally up to you.
I can tell you.
Sure.
A lot of people know her. Her name was Zena Mortada. Our senior year of high school, she passed away, but she was literally the most beautiful soul this world has ever seen. She was nice to everybody she knew. She just wanted to help the world. She was my best friend since kindergarten, so she very much helped me figure myself out and move on. And then my other friend Philippe, he helps me too in that same way. So.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Well, Samantha, I've had the fortunate experience to get to know a little bit more about you. And so now I'm going to go ahead and give you the microphone, let you ask me a few questions, and, just get to know me, I guess.
Okay. You said your yard won't turn green. Have you ever thought of switching from grass to vegetables?
Vegetables instead of grass in the entire yard. That's going to be a lot of square footage. No, actually, I hadn't thought about that. Any type of vegetable would be good for that you could recommend?
Well, if you're looking for more of a grass-like yard to play in, you can plant clover and vetch and things like that. So you'd still have a yard to play soccer on or something. What kind of food do you like to eat in this area?
I like to eat all foods. Are we talking about vegetables or something I can grow?
When you go out, where do you go? Do you go to local restaurants? Do you go to Burger King?
I try to stay away from fast food. I love it, but so do my love handles, and so I'm working on it. But I like, your more independently owned chains and stuff like that. I feel like they have a lot of culture and, a real more eccentric personality. And I've actually worked at a lot of different restaurants. So the last one I worked at was Cork and Cleaver. I bartended there for about 3 years. And a place like that is going to have a lot of its own culture, and it's really good food as well.
Are you really into bringing the youth into realizing that this area is good and get them to uphold their leadership role they're coming into right now?
Absolutely. I'm a huge advocate of Fort Wayne, and actually it does kind of disappoint me sometimes when people, the younger generation, and myself included, you get down on that area that you come from. Oh, there's nothing to do in Fort Wayne. Oh, this place sucks. I completely disagree. I find stuff to do all the time, all over the city, and I enjoy it. I'm a big advocate of higher education. I was educated here. I'm going back to school for my graduate school. I'm going to start teaching here as well. So I really like the area, and I definitely am a big supporter of it.
Is there anything like local events or like art exhibits or shows, anything that you can suggest to the youth here to bring them here, to keep them to stay here?
Well, I know that there's a lot of different tools online, like ArtLink, or you go to whatsup.com. I'm not an artist myself as far as like drawing and stuff like that, but I definitely like the more independent films and stuff that are offered through the Cinema Center and different things like that. I also think your local universities are going to have stuff to offer. And then in addition to that, I think that, just getting out and enjoying the nature around here, the river greenways, so many different things you can do for free that make this community really cool and a safe place to be to experience all that.
Nice. I completely agree with you.
It is. It's a cool place. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. All right. We've got a couple minutes left. So I'm going to take the microphone back. I was thinking about some stuff I wanted to ask you while you were asking me questions. I kind of wanted to ask, since I brought up the internet, about social networking. Are you involved in it? Is it very important to you? What do you do on the computer on a day-to-day basis?
I very much involved in social networking, partially because when you get done with high school, your friends move. They go everywhere, and you constantly are moving too. So I'm involved in Facebook and Twitter, and I have a blog, and I have 2 YouTube accounts, one for like Young and Free now, but then one for all my personal things like my hula hooping videos and stuff like that. I just want to be able to use the internet to provide a wider range of knowledge that people can have, because the biggest trouble I have is I go to it to ask a question and it doesn't tell me anything about our local area and where I can find the answers here. So I want to be able to provide that for people here.
Excellent. So you have a couple different blogs, and one's about hula hooping. I got it. Are we good? All right. Samantha, thanks so much, and good luck with your search.